This is Beyond the Veil with Norman Meredith.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another episode of Beyond the Veil with me, your host, Norman, and co-host, producer, Ed Lees.
Hello.
We're coming from Pickens, South Carolina at the Marketplace in our hidden studio. I like saying that because technically we are hidden. Nobody knows where we're at up here.
I don't think anybody knows where this place is. Unless you've been on my podcast, then you probably do. But I would never tell anybody where it's at.
Nah.
Because things get weird. Especially the men in black.
Yes.
They might want to come get you.
We had difficulty the other week getting our podcast up on Majestic 12. You know, it was strange. It crashed while trying to get it.
It crashed in the middle of a YouTube upload, and it's strange, but due to storage on my iPad, because there's so much crap on there.
Yeah.
I take it, I download it, I get it off of the app, I have it here, I upload it, and while it's uploading, I'm clearing everything else out because I can't even do an update. I don't have enough room. And all of a sudden,
so we can't blame Men in Black?
Oh, we can. We can. If you're flagged for getting too close to the truth, those who own YouTube, Facebook, all of Meta, Instagram, X, Twitter,
they always do something to make things look like an accident.
It's going to be an NSA issue because they're watching.
Definitely.
100%.
And to those NSA employees watching our show, I hope you enjoy this and give us some feedback in your undercover disguise.
See how close we got. Just tell us. We'd love to know.
All right, folks, all jokes aside, tonight we're going to talk about, in this episode, cryptids of Vermont in our tour of the United States. You know anything about Vermont?
I know that Ben & Jerry's ice cream is up there and they're failing miserably.
Yes.
And that's where the home of the band Phish is from Vermont.
The band Phish?
Yeah, Phish, Phish. They've been around forever, and they have a cult following like the Grateful Dead.
Really?
Or Dave Matthews or whoever. Oh, absolutely.
I'm not familiar with
They have one song that was on the radio, and it did okay. But I tell you, people, they follow them in caravans, all these Trustafarians, these trust fund babies. They just follow them around, and they go to all their shows, and it's wild, man. Like, it's a good band. Like, I dig them.
Okay.
Anyway, they're from Vermont. Ben & Jerry's too, but...
Yeah, I've never had Ben & Jerry's ice cream.
Yeah, they've been in the news recently, but it's for political issues. And
a lot of their political stuff I don't agree with.
Yeah.
I think, personally speaking, you should be neutral if you're some type of personality.
Or if you want to make money, you should be neutral, you know. Your product goes to everybody.
Right.
But, you know.
I don't know.
Two wings, one beak. We all know who runs everything. We're
digressing. Yeah, the reptilians run everything. All right, here we go. Or is it the gray aliens?
You don't want my opinion on who runs everything. We're going to definitely get flagged on stuff.
Oh, yeah. All right. Vermont is the home to a rich array of folklore and reputed cryptids, ranging from lake monsters to forest-dwelling creatures. Key legends include Champ of Lake Champlain, Northfield Pigman, the mischievous Wamplehoofus, and the eerie slippery skin of the Brunswick Springs, many which are categorized in local maps and folklore studies. All right, the first creature we're going to bring up, and he has been talked about many times, or she, on our show, is Champ, the Lake Champlain monster, most famous Vermont cryptid described as a large serpentine or prehistoric-looking creature living in Lake Champlain. I'm not going to go much into this because we've talked about her or him many times on this show. She or it is a large serpentine-type sea monster creature that lurks in Lake Champlain. Some people say it's a large sturgeon, but I don't think large sturgeons have large serpentine necks that poke out of the water or come semi out of the water onto land and then go back in. I think it's a lake monster, whether it's coming through a portal or it hides really well. It's up there with the Bigfoot hiding champ, you know.
Mm-hmm.
It's just one of those oddities that is out there today. What we're going to do is we're going to move on to our next creature, which is the Northfield Pigman, and we mentioned him 2 episodes ago of a similar creature in another area. which was Maine, I believe. The legendary human-pig hybrid allegedly hunting the Washington County town of Northfield since 1970s. And really just, he supposedly has a pig-like head, large ears, and gets around and causes people to be disturbed, because who else is going to be disturbed seeing a pig from from the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles running around?
Yeah. I have a theory on it.
What's that?
1970, huh?
Yeah. Biowarfare?
Vermont, right?
Yeah.
What's south of Vermont? New York.
Yeah.
Woodstock. Bad acid trip. And a guy
Yes.
wears a pig head because he can only find a job at the butcher shop. And he wears it. And he goes around terrifying people on a
Acid trip.
extra long acid trip.
Very good. I like that.
That's
That's
facts right there. That's my conspiracy theory.
that could be.
It could be too much. I don't know.
No, it could be right there, and you come up with it instead of me.
Hey, I try, man.
Hey, sometimes we try to debunk some things, so to give you some other things of thought on what might it be instead of what it's not. So it's very possible, as Ed said, this could have been somebody tripping on acid, running around with a pig head on him.
Yep, he went back up north to his job at the slaughterhouse, and he wore this because he took the brown acid, man, at freaking Woodstock.
He was a prankster, and then just took it too far.
Very, very merry prankster.
I think that's very true. Now, this next one I found interesting. It's called the Awful. It's a winged griffin-like beast reported in early Vermont's history. All right, that was the pig man.
Yep.
Okay, we're going to go on to this next creature.
This one's right after the pig man.
Yeah.
This is the pig man?
That's the pig man.
I was wondering what was below that girl's face there. I'm not sure what that is. Is that her elbow?
No, it looks like her boobs.
Got it. Are we looking at this one right here?
No, this should have been a creature that looked like a flying griffin.
Flying griffin. This one.
That one.
Okay. That's like 4 in advance.
Oh, how did I get it out? I didn't have that there. All right. That is what the Awful is supposed to look like.
That's beautiful, man. It's majestic.
I mean, you've heard of the griffin creature in mythology.
Oh, yeah.
And apparently it is rampant in New England states. And, something I got of King Arthur legends, the griffin. Because, that was something that you might have seen in King Arthur's time.
And they have them on their family crests and whatnot.
Yeah.
We have one on ours.
Yeah. I mean, that is something that you would see that was, that would have been out there. The griffin. Now, there's another one after this one. That's a griffin.
That's right.
That was an example of what it could be. And did I have a third one following that?
Sure did.
This is a better representation.
Yeah.
Oh, I see what I did. I skipped the Wamphufus for the Awful. So my bad. So we're going to have to go back some. But this is a good representation of a griffin. They have a griffin's head, eagle's wings, lion-type body, claws or talons to the front, lion-like legs, and a lion-like tail. And it's a creature of legend. And then if you were to go deeper and look into mythological things, they're good, they're bad, they're omens. There's all sorts of different things. And it's very possible it was brought over as part of the English folklore. And somebody just seen a large bird at the wrong angle, and they're having some small animals disappearing and say it was the Awful. It
honestly could be like one of those mountain condors. When you look at it, when you look at it, that could be a mountain condor in the areas of northern England, Ireland, Scotland, from the Highlands,
that has
carrying a mountain lion in its talons, so it looks like that. You know what I mean? Like a bird carrying a large cat, a fox. There's foxes all over England. Yeah. It could be something like that.
Or it can be an undocumented avian that hasn't been documented yet.
That is true.
because we still discover new species every day all over the world.
Probably.
And there's not saying that there ain't new species here in the United States to be discovered.
That's right.
All right, we're going to go back a couple. My mistake. The Wampahoofus.
Is that this one here?
One after that.
Okay. We're done with the cartoon one?
Yeah.
Okay.
This is a mythical deer-boar hybrid with uneven legs designed to walk around steep mountainsides that can only travel in one direction or it will tumble. Sounds like a mountain goat.
Yeah.
Or a variation of a mountain goat.
And you've seen them climb up dams and stuff, like straight up.
Mm-hmm.
And see, I thought that this animal was like just a regular stock animal and it was tagged.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently it's not tagged. Apparently that is legitimately its green eye,
Mm-hmm.
which tells me if it's green and it's up and down like that, that it's a predator. It's not like this. It's up and down like that, like a cat. When the pupil is north to south, it's so they have a very shortened, very sharp vision, and green light. That the light eyes like that is that they see better in the dark, more of a nocturnal.
Interesting. So basically, it could be a form of mountain goat that hasn't been categorized yet, or it's been overlooked, thinking because it's so close to other type of mountain goats that they just don't realize that there's two different types that are running around in the mountains up there. I mean, they may be so similar they don't see the differences, especially at a distance if they're, one set of legs is shorter than the other.
Right. Which means that obviously they've been breeding with the goats.
Right. Okay, the next one is the Black Beast of Snake Mountain. And we talked about this one before in Maine, I believe. And once again, we're talking about giant, large black snake sighted near Snake Mountain.
That's gross, dude.
Yeah, and that's the only thing that I could find that would show me a picture. And, we talked briefly about this, and we used a picture of a Congo python that we found from the 1969 that we showed as a potential representation. And like I say, when it comes to snakes, me and snakes don't mix. I go one way, they can go the other, unless, they turn wrong. And then if I'm carrying, I'm mag dropping everything.
Well, I'll tell you, if I can find it, I will send you the video of this guy. He's watching this girl, and she's like, it's in the Amazon. She's like on this slope, and she's washing her legs off her hands or something. And you don't notice it until it's pointed out. When they went back and watched the video, under the water, they could see something looking at him.
Wow.
Its head was about that big.
I think I've seen something similar to that.
It's like it was waiting to pounce on a deer that was drinking, or a capybara.
Yeah.
Because that's just like
I've
like
heard
a giant,
they're getting freaking huge down there.
massively huge.
Massive.
And that's scary because its mouth could probably open 24 inches and swallow you whole. It was waiting to eat a human. I mean, they eat deers, like straight, like the whole thing. They constrict, they eat it. But these, on the other hand,
they're supposed to be the size of a log. Good sized log.
Snakes, man.
I don't know. No. I heard a story from Vietnam. This lieutenant was leading a patrol, and he went up ahead to check something out. And he comes running back to the foxhole that they had set up. He gets on the radio. He's calling for artillery support. He's calling for air support, and he's just bombing the hell out of this cluster of trees. And finally, all this is going on. The colonel gets through, and he says, "What'd you find? How many VC was there?" He says, "One big black snake."
Yeah. Yeah, napalm, close air support.
Just to get rid of a snake.
Hey, it can be bad for you.
I don't know how true it was, but it was one of those stories that I read, that you don't like snakes. You're going to let loose.
100%.
And I told you my snake story from before.
Mm-hmm.
All right, there's another one coming up after this. This is Old Slippery Skin. Now, this is the only picture I could find, because when I put in Old Slippery Skin, I got women with oily skin pictures.
That's a rabbit hole.
Yeah. The creature with wet Chinese skin and a foul sulfurous odor that was said to attack people in the late 1800s around Brunswick Springs. Sulfurous odor. You know what other creature has a sulfurous odor and would be large and generally off color?
Bigfoot.
Exactly, from Florida.
Yeti.
From Florida. It usually is because of the environment it's in.
Or maybe what it has to eat and it exudes through its pores.
Yeah.
Plus without washing and hygiene, obviously.
Yeah, I don't think there's swamps up there, but if it's in, there's some if there's any type of marshland that it might be,
Oh, there's tons of marsh.
then that's probably what's causing it. Because if it's in the marsh, you're going to get sulfur. You're going to get something like methane, and it's going to impregnate into the skin. And I wouldn't be surprised if this is just another Bigfoot that's just been misrepresented as another creature.
Yeah, or it lives in a cave or someplace in the ground where it's emitting gas from. That's definitely a scientific fact.
Yeah. So this is one of the other creatures from Vermont that you might find up there. And this is another picture of it. This one looks a little more lizard-like. So it could be, like I say, it's hard to say.
Looks dragon-like, man.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, nobody knows for sure because nobody's taken a picture of it. All we have is artist renditions from stories from people's observations. Nothing particular at all to report. And then I have one last one, and I don't have a picture of it, but it just goes back to Champ, a lake monster similar to Champ that was reported in Lake Mimmerifagog or something, another lake up there in Vermont, where a sea monster-like creature is sighted. And this goes back to what I say is that some of these lakes may be interconnected by underground passageways.
I was thinking that too.
And it's very possible how we see different sea monsters in different locations, but they're the same monster traveling around underground. That's like, did you know that supposedly there's underground tunnels and pathways that Bigfoot uses underground to get from one place to another?
Didn't know that.
Yeah, there's reports that there's cave systems that Bigfoot may actually live in and travel. Like Carlsberg Caverns, for example, it's huge. I mean, they haven't totally mapped that out.
You say Carlsbad?
Yeah.
California.
Is that where it's at?
Yeah.
That was New Mexico.
Carlsbad. I know Carlsbad's in California. There is one in New Mexico, though. We're going to look that up.
One of the two. But, it's deep caverns where they go on, and, you really can't you can only go so far before you got to stop.
That's right.
And you can travel so far, and it does not mean that some kind of creature or occupant couldn't use that as a travel way. And it is rumored among Bigfoot enthusiasts and researchers that Bigfoot might be using an underground travel way to get from places. And that's why we don't see him a lot, that he may actually live in underground tribal villages and such.
It is it's in southern New Mexico, right near the border with Texas.
Okay. Well, I wasn't sure, but that's why.
Northeast of Juarez.
Okay. But, that's something that has always been purported, that there's underground tunnels and travel ways that maybe Bigfoot or other creatures may use to travel around and get around things. So, that's tonight's episode. What do you think about it, Ed?
I think it's, feasible. It's different, you know. But some of these, could there be more of a scientific understanding of them? Probably. Is it passed down oral tradition mixed with hyperbole? Possibly. But is anything possible? Absolutely. Yep.
All right, we're going to leave that here tonight. We have a bonus episode following this show. It's about the famous mystic called Baba Vanga, or Baba Yaga, as some might call her. She's a Belgian-born mystic who foresaw the future, and we're going to talk a little bit about that tonight. So I'm going to wish you all good night and goodbye from here, and look forward to the next episode of Beyond the Veil with you, everybody.